everyone, welcome to the Ask Dr. Lin show where your questions get more thoroughly answered. Many of you come to bakerpedia.com to seek technical answers for your baking questions. If you have any more questions after this video, check out our Baker Academy where you can join our forum and have peer-to-peer discussions with fellow bakers. Come join the other 2,500 members today. And remember, membership is free. This episode is brought to you by J&K Ingredients. Their clean label line of Sourmate products will keep your cakes, muffins, and other baked goods mold-free without need for artificial preservatives, all while enhancing the flavor. Sourmate is an effective alternative for chemical sorbic acid or potassium sorbate, effectively inhibiting mold growth while maintaining the quality of your goods. Plus, it is clean label, non-GMO, certified kosher parve, and they recently released a gluten-free version too. To request a sample of Sourmate or for more information on their many other clean label products, visit jkingredients.com today. Hi, I'm Dr. Lin from Bakerpedia, the world's largest resource for technical baking information. Today, I am going to help you navigate your clean label cake problems. Sure, there are a few ways you can approach this. Try to reduce your water activity as much as you can. You can reduce water activity through increased bakeouts, increasing humectants, and increasing hydrocolloids. Get more information on this page to learn more about the water activity of your product. Remember, sanitation is important. Make sure your cooling racks and packaging equipment are sanitized at all times. And don't forget your air filters. Change those out weekly. You can also watch my episode Ask Dr. Lin number 26 to seek more solutions. Let me take a couple more minutes to share an alternative solution using natural preservatives. Sometimes you've done all that you can and all you need is a little bit of preservative to bring you to your finish line. There is a product in the market called Sourmate that is a natural flavor from rowan berries that you can use in your cake products. That it makes your label look clean. So reach out to our sponsor J&K Ingredient today to get them to send you a sample of Sourmate. Please also mention that you heard it on this episode. You may get a special treatment for saying that. Sourmate contains sorbic acid naturally derived from a fruit source through a water extraction process. It functions similarly to synthetic sorbic acid or potassium sorbate in food products. J&K has successfully helped companies replace their synthetic chemical mold inhibitors such as potassium sorbate or sorbic acid and label their products no artificial preservatives. J&K has developed 3 varieties of Sourmate. The original Sourmate cake is used in all traditional cakes, muffins, and other wheat-based chemically leavened baked goods. Sourmate GF is used in all gluten-free applications, and Sourmate SL is used in various applications where higher degree of solubility is needed, such as sauces, dressings, marinades, and dips. Any ingredients that are recognizable with the typical consumer as safe. This is where the tricky part is at. Who defines that? Definitely not the FDA. In fact, FDA declines to place a definition on clean label or natural. So that leaves the customer in charge here. So what we've done is we've asked the consumer, what do they not want to see? And they've helped us out with a not to use list that we publish on this clean label cake page. So please go check it out. The most challenging parts I find about going clean with cake systems is the preservatives, emulsifiers, and chlorinated flour. I addressed how to replace artificial preservatives with sourmate in our last question, so I've already given you a starting point on that. With emulsifiers, which are the stabilizers of any system, I will address this in our next question after this. So let's talk about how to replace chlorinated flour. Cake flour or chlorinated flour here in the US is bleached to modify its starch so that the flour can perform in high ratio or high sugared systems. This results in a lower pH, a weakened gluten structure, and a softer texture overall. The alternatives to chlorinated flour is a mix of heat-treated flour, pre-gel starches, and emulsifiers. And if you can reduce that sugar with adding some organic acids, you should be able to get close to replacing chlorinated flour. Good luck! Fluffiness is a result of getting as many bubbles into your batter as possible. The more bubblies you have in there, the softer and fluffier your cake will be. So, how would you know if you're getting there? Well, check out our specific gravity page. On this page, you can check the values of different cake systems. As you can see, the lower the specific gravity value, the more fluffy and light your cake would be. Use specific gravity as an indication for improving your cake's volume and fluffiness. So now that you know how to measure fluffiness, how can you improve it? Well, the cheapest and efficient way is to use emulsifiers like PGME, mono and diglycerides, and polysorbates. So check these pages out on Bakerpedia, or you can get them from Corbion. Just contact them. The more expensive way to avoid these emulsifiers is through using eggs. Why? Because they are natural emulsifiers. They foam well and they are able to keep the foam structure stable and intact. That's what emulsifiers do, especially during the breaking process. But I hope you're getting what I'm trying to tell you. Emulsifiers are a cheaper option. They were most probably invented to replace the costly egg ingredient. Other things you can look at that are cleaner options are whey proteins from Arla, alpha dextrins from Wecker, maple fiber from Nuvarant, wheat protein isolates from MGP, and lecithin from Serenda. So there are two things here I want to point out about texture and perception of bakery products. Because, I was trained in the sensory sciences too. Dry is a common term people use to describe stale product. Yes, it's not actually dry, but stale. Especially in this case, when something is supposed to be soft, the untrained palate therefore equates soft to fresh and dry to stale. Get it? So, the easiest and cleanest way to prevent staling is to use these enzymes: alpha amylase, pulinase, lipase, lipoxygenase, protease, and other non-starch polysaccharide modifying enzymes will help decrease staling. Emulsifiers. PGMEs, polysorbates, lecithin, and mono and diglycerides all decrease surface tension and improve softness. Fat or shortening and sugar, they all help prohibit staleness by helping retain water in the system and disrupting cross-links. Remember, you can also slow staling with your process with these tips. During baking, keep your bakeouts low so that you do not overbake your product and cause excessive moisture loss. During storage, keep your product around room temperature, which is 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Or if you can't, at least keep it in a consistent frozen state until it thaws. Refrigerator temperatures and freeze-thaw cycles enhances staling. Reduce moisture migration through packaging. Package your product as soon as you can, as moisture loss speeds up reactions responsible for staling. You know, I've always debated with people on what constitutes a preservative or a chemical. Traditionally, salt, sugar, vinegar have been used as preservatives to keep meats, fruit, and vegetables over winter for sustenance. In addition, everything is a chemical, including sugar, which is a carbohydrate disaccharide, salt, which is sodium chloride, and vinegar, which is acetic acid. So I would advise you to keep away from using the term no added chemicals, because really everything in your food is a chemical. Let's talk about CMC, carboxymethylcellulose. It's one of the magical ingredients in food. Something more powerful than CMC would be HPMC, but that would be way over the top for you in this discussion. Anyway, CMC helps with viscosity and emulsification in cakes. It's a great ingredient to use in your formula because it's very functional. But you must be honest with what you place in your food product, because I believe that honesty and transparency is why your consumers trust your brand and your products. So just label it CMC, okay? Hey, just a shout out to J&K Ingredients for sponsoring this production of Ask Dr. Lin. Their clean label line of Sourmate products will keep your cake mold-free without the need for artificial preservatives, all while enhancing the flavor. Visit them and ask for a sample today at jkingredients.com. Before I end this episode, I have a favor to ask you. Please give me a like below if I've helped you understand baking science and how to bake cleanly today. Also, please subscribe to this channel so that you will get a notification every time we upload a new video. Well, that's all I have for today. Okay, till the next time, bakers, remember, you are doing an outstanding job.